This must be very frustrating for the Arsenal fans out there. Arsenal won, Brighton Hove and Albion 2. It's been 8 games since Arsenal has picked up a win. They last did so on November 6th against Vittoria Gimaresh in the Europa League. Then after that, a 2-2 draw at home against Crystal Palace. 5-5, losing on penalties against Liverpool in the League Cup, a game they definitely should have won. 1-1 against Wolves, the Premier League. 1-1 draw against Vittoria Gimaresh in the Europa League. 2-0 loss against Leicester in the Premier League. 2-2 draw against Southampton, a struggling Southampton. 2-1 loss in the Europa League against Eintracht Frankfurt, and that loss brought about the sacking of Unai Emery. And with Freddie Ljungberg, the interim manager, former player, in charge, they draw points again against Norwich, a 2-2 draw. Then to pick up their first home loss at home in the Premier League this season, a 2-1 loss against a Graham Potter's Brighton, who now go above them in the Premier League table. Astonishing stuff, man. Graham Potter has been doing big things with Brighton. Well, are they? Well, no. Currently 1 point behind them. My bad. So Brighton 13th, Arsenal 10th. Brighton only 1 point, so it's like not far behind. But I swore Brighton would have gone above them with that win. But still, a big win for Brighton, picking up their 5th win this season. 3 draws and 7 losses. Arsenal has 7 draws, 4 losses, and 4 wins. So Brighton has officially won more games this season than Arsenal. So in this game, Webster opened the scoring in the 36th minute. Then Alexander Lacazette equalized in the 50th, and Neil Maupay with a late goal to give Brighton the winner. Brighton frustrated Arsenal. They frustrated Arsenal. Their backline was disciplined, had Arsenal's front men offside on so many occasions. Lacazette, Aubameyang failed to trouble this Brighton backline enough. They have been disciplined. They have been a very, very disciplined team. They have been a very, very disciplined team. Not so much Arsenal. Arsenal's defense is like non-existent at times. But for Brighton, with Dan Burn, Lewis Dunk, Webster, Alzati, one of the breakout stars of the season, back there, Stevens just ahead of them, Moy and Proper in the middle working hard. It was hard for Arsenal today. They should have at least walked away with a draw from this game, not a loss. But a brilliant ball from Aaron Moy, well headed in by Maupay there. Typical Arsenal performance. Frustrating. Even for me as a non-Arsenal fan watching this game, I'm like, come on, you guys could do better than this. You guys could do better than this. And it makes me ask myself, like, are the sackings justified? Like, should they have even sacked Arsene Wenger? I know Arsenal has been in a slump for a while, but still, Wenger was doing better things than what Unai Emery and now what Ljungberg, even though it's 2 games in, it would have felt better definitely with a Wenger there. But that's what Arsenal get. They call for change, they rally for change, they protest for change, and maybe change is not what Arsenal needed at this time. Maybe they should have allowed a better transition from Arsene Wenger. He was forced out, Unai Emery brought in, he's gone. He's gone. He is gone. Ljungberg era hasn't started well. They need to find a proper manager. And you know what I was thinking just now? The only 2 managers right now, in my opinion, that could turn this Arsenal team around and turn them into champions, it has to be Jurgen Klopp or Pep Guardiola. I don't see anyone else doing this. Maybe a Mourinho. But maybe Arsenal should have went for a guy like Tuchel back when he was at Dortmund. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They haven't been making the right decisions. But if under Wenger, under Emery, under Ljungberg, the results are the same, who is to be blamed? It has to be the players. Has to be the personnel on the field. You gotta blame the players. You got to blame the players. And this team is not a winning team. When you look at this lineup, I like Mesut Ozil, Lacazette, and Aubameyang in this team. Bernd Leno at the back. Socrates not bad, but when you look at Bellerin and David Luiz and Kolasinac and Torreira and Xhaka, all of these guys together just spells a disaster. Seriously. It's not solid enough. The base isn't solid enough. It isn't solid enough. Pepe on the bench, paid 70 million for this guy and he's on the bench now. Like Arsenal, they need to sort their stuff out. Seriously. They need to sort it out big time. Guendouzi on the bench. Remember, he was being starting for Emery. I think he came in when Wenger was there at the end of his reign. Bad decisions. The decision making at Arsenal is quite suspect. Seriously. But not to take anything away from Brighton, they have been decent this season. They have been decent. 18 points. All they need is 22 more points from their remaining 23 games and they're safe again for yet another season. Graham Potter looks like he is focused. He's not even celebrating goals and he just wants to get through this early part of the season and put his team Brighton in a strong, formidable position to stay up and to compete against these hapless Premier League teams like Arsenal. Because that word sums them up big time. It sums them up. As for stats in the game, Arsenal 12 shots at goal, 5 on target, 49% of the possession. Brighton 20 shots, 9 on target, 20. Like they were outshot by Brighton. Brighton had more of the possession, more passes, more fouls. That means they wanted the ball back more. It's ridiculous. It's simply ridiculous. They were outplayed by Brighton. They were definitely outplayed by Brighton. And remember, Brighton frustrated Liverpool. So I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised by this. Arsenal, they play West Ham next. Monday. It's a match on the road. West Ham has been misfiring. It's a big game. It's a London derby. It's hard to see Arsenal winning this one too. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really hard to see Arsenal getting over the line in this one. Maybe it's going to be a draw. Maybe they could because West Ham is misfiring. Pellegrini's job is on the line. But I don't know. Arsenal, I don't know, man. I don't know. But in other news, Marco Silva sacked by Everton. Duncan Fletcher is now the interim manager. And Newcastle defeated Sheffield United today, 2-0, with Alan St. Maximin scoring his first goal for Newcastle, and Jonjo Shelvey with another goal. Shelvey is on fire this season. Sheffield not doing too bad this season. They outshot Newcastle 13-3. Well, at least that's what the stat says. And Newcastle still won the game. The stat says that Newcastle only had 26% of the possession. This is unreal. And they still won the game. So Sheffield was unable to penetrate Newcastle's backline. Don't know why I'm mixing up these things. Don't know why. But with that win, with that win for Newcastle. They go up to 11th. 11th. 22 points. 11, no, they have 19 points. Sheffield has 19 points as well after 15 matches. So good stuff by both teams. Good stuff by both teams. Guys, I got distracted there. Message came in on my phone. My bad. Good job by both teams this season. Looks like they're both going to stay up. Newcastle, after a rocky start to the season, not looking too bad. Sheffield, newly promoted. They have been very, very impressive. But guys, that's my thoughts on the Arsenal-Brighton game. What's next for Arsenal? Are they going to sack Ljungberg too? Who are they going to bring in as their full-time manager? Maybe Pochettino, who knows? But they need to do something fast, because if they don't do something fast, things are just going to spiral out of control over there. But big win for Newcastle, big win for Brighton. All the best in your future matches. So guys, from my boy Dominic Rich, I'm just coming out, give my quick thoughts on these lower profile games. But for Brighton, this is their first victory away to Arsenal, so it's a big deal for them. Big deal, big strides. If you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts down below. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.